the Q&A. Hello, Damian. Can you describe your artistic practices, interests, and who you are as a young artist?
Okay, so my interest when it comes to art includes drawing, music, videography. I enjoy making like little videos or reels of myself or other things that I do. It all started when I was like very young in elementary. I would very like focus on art. I don't think there's a single like assignment that I've gotten that did not have a doodle on it. So I've always been like drawn to art. I feel like it's who I am, and I feel like most productive or more like I contribute more to the world when I'm making art.
Can you talk a little bit about your music practice?
So I started making music around 7th grade when they offered a music production class, and it was kind of like very like beginner, like child, like kind of like a practice class. And then when I got into high school, I heard that they were releasing or kind of like putting a new pathway at my school that was their main focus was music and music production. So I signed up, and in my sophomore year, that's where I started working with digital audio workstation or a DAW called Soundtrap, which is a beginner class. And then the next 2 years till my senior year, we're working on professional kind of like producer grade DAW called Ableton, where I've been making music like non-stop since I think probably the end of my sophomore year.
So if I'm correct, your artistic practices are video, drawing, and music. Awesome. And then can you describe your final project to us?
So my final project is a video. It's a 3-minute video that where I highlight 2 key points. One is kind of I wanted to highlight the importance or the significance of art in a society, especially like one like Los Angeles. I feel like everywhere you go, there's art, there's graffiti, there's music, there's literally like a stage where people dance across the street. I feel like LA is so art oriented, and I feel like I wanted to point that out because a lot of people don't really, not that they don't appreciate the art, but they don't know that it's there, and I feel like more people should feel encouraged to go make art or appreciate it. And then the second key point I wanted to kind of include in this video was the threat that artists are facing right now, especially with the rise of AI and how it's stealing artists' work, and how those major companies are replacing their artists, laying them off, cutting their pay just to replace them with AI, and then the federal funding cuts to the National Endowment of Humanities, which is kind of taking money out of artists' pockets, which kind of, it's just taking their jobs. Like there are a lot of threats right now when it comes to art.
And how did working with HGD, especially when it comes to AI and funding, and I know you became interested in grant writing with us, how did working with us influence your project?
When I feel like Heidi Duckler Dance really taught me a lot, especially in grant writing, because here with ETA we learn a lot about the business side of art, and one of the main things that I've seen like in a lot of sites is they need money from like grants or different places in order to kind of give to the people. And when people take away that money, it not only hurts the business or the artist, but also hurts the audience, because there are people who really find comfort in art. So yeah.
And let's talk about the elements of your film. So you did both you talk about the locations and the performances that are shared in there, but also the music that you made for the film.
So I made everything for the film. I had some friends help me with recording footage, so I give thanks to them for helping me out with that, especially Crystal.
Hey, Crystal.
The music I make is very industrial, I'd say. I focus on making more like jungle, drum and bass, breakcore music, because that kind of music, to me it feels like people are just taking what they can, any different noise, any different effects, any different instruments, to make a song and push out a message, which I feel like is what artists do. They take what's around them to kind of express themselves and give to their audience.
And then final question, where do you see yourself going? I know there's some school coming up, but what are your plans after this?
After this, I feel like I want to continue to learn. I feel like thanks to Heidi Duckler Dance and Exploring the Arts, I've learned a lot. But where I'm at right now, I feel like there's still so much to learn. So I definitely want to go to college to focus and study music, audio engineering, to kind of like better my music, while also trying to learn different things when it comes to like videography and drawing. For college, I'm thinking of going to Cal State Dominguez Hills to major in audio engineering, and then hopefully I can transfer to USC to study music production.
And at HCD, we always reach back out to our interns and invite them in. Damian was really interested in production and helped a lot. Definitely coils chords better than I do. Had to teach me a little something. But yeah, so the door is always open for you to come back whenever you want. Use the space, hang out, come see a show. I'm always here. Thank you.